First, we are going to talk about SOHCAHTOA. This may not make sense for you, but for us nerds, it is a method to find the details of a triangle, like the measurements of its sides or an angle. Whether we use sin, cos, or tan is based on what direction the side is from the angle we're working with. Hypotenuse is always the same. You can find it by simply remembering that it is the longest side. The opposite is, well, the side facing the angle, and the adjacent is the one next to it. So stands for sinus, opposite, hypotenuse. Cos stands for cosinus, adjacent, hypotenuse. TOA stands for tangent, opposite, and adjacent. To find the angles with this method, you have to follow the formula by dividing the measurement of two sides times negative sin, cos, or tan, according to the formula. For the sides, you take one existing measurement of the triangle and divide or multiply it by cos, sin, or tan, and then the angle according to the formula. Here's an example. We want to find x in the missing angle. We can find x using cos, as the two sides are hypotenuse and adjacent. Since the adjacent is missing, it will be a multiplication instead of division. Pretty much the same goes for finding the angle. Moving on.
Pythagoras is a theorem which says that when two smaller sides of a right triangle are squared, their sum is equal to the hypotenuse squared. Here, for example, a squared plus b squared is equal to c squared. Logically, we can also say that c squared minus b squared is equal to a squared, and vice versa. In this triangle here, we're looking for the hypotenuse, c. We know that one side is 5 and the other is 7. So we can say that 5 squared plus 7 squared, which makes 25 plus 49, is equal to 74. 74 is equal to c squared. So now all we have to do is find the square root of 74, which is 8.6. And 8.6 is equal to c, the hypotenuse. Bearing is the measurement of an angle from one point to another, from B to A. When you're trying to find the bearing of a certain point, B, the first thing that you have to do is draw a line from the point pointing north. Then, always measure your angle going around clockwise. Here, the angle from B to A is equal to 300 degrees. In the example below, you know that the point C is at a bearing of 68 degrees from B and 105 degrees from A. So first what we have to do is draw a line pointing north from B and A. Then with a set square, measure 68 degrees from B and draw a line. Do the same thing for point A, but this time measure 105 degrees. C, the point that we're looking for, is found where the two lines going from A and B meet.